All right, good morning everyone. It's about 6 a.m. on Sunday, and I'm getting the M3 washed because I'm gonna head down to Adam LZ's open house. The M3 has been really neglected, so this is a good thing to get it washed up and cleaned up and ready to go. Gotta love Central Florida in the winter, because it's like, I don't know, 60 something degrees out here. It's beautiful. You know that the ride height is too high when you're I was almost not going to bring the M3 because of how tall it sits. So I've got to get all these projects done so I can play with my long-term baby here. The M3 needs a little bit of love. It needs to work on suspension, work on the paint. I really need to go get like the trunk painted, and so I should probably slow my roll a little bit on getting a Civic Si that I've been talking about on Instagram. For those of you who are not in the know, I've been thinking about getting my old Electron Blue 99 Civic Si and doing a OG spec type build on it. It would be more of a bought not built type of car. I would probably do a lot of the stuff with John from LHT. But I wouldn't do like a K16 swap. I would do more of a like what my dream was always to put a Type R motor, a B18. Is that a B18 C1? Is it a C1 or a C5? Anyway, a B18 was always my dream as a younger, more vulgar Matty. And so, you know, I was doing my new little process here of actually using a brush in these areas. So the Titan 7s are still on the car because I sent my Clausens back and they said they can fix them. But so yeah, the problem is that, you know, I'm looking for a unicorn M3. I'm not looking for like 150,000 mile rebuilt 6 times, but kind of nice car. I'm looking for like the one I found on Bring a Trailer that sold. I'm looking for like a 12,000 mile unmolested car that I'm gonna have to spend, you know, 30 grand to get. And then I would keep it. I know I'm fully aware I'm going to not like that car, you know. It should stay in the past, and I'm not buying it to like keep it, enjoy driving it. I'm buying it for the fun and the nostalgia of building it, and then I would just do a giveaway with it. I just think that would be fun. That'd be like a dream thing to do. The byproduct, of course, is that it would probably do better than any of the stuff I've ever done on YouTube, because for some odd reason, that Adam LZ generation and those punks, all these punk kids, all you guys that are 20 years old, for some reason like my cars, you know, the cars from when I was a kid, Supras and the hideous Skyline, you know, like the R33, R34, those things are hideous. I don't know what you guys are thinking. I know that's every 21-year-old's dream car, but man, those things are ridiculously stupid. I just might be detailing one soon. You'll have to stay tuned for that. I gotta fix this bottle. So I did get some really encouraging news from the Pressall folks about they're really finally listening to me as I showed them. I sent them 2 or 3 videos. They were very specific about how the bottles were malfunctioning. So hopefully we can get them further dialed. I'm shooting this on the 5D Mark IV. I really need to get a screen for this so I can see if I'm in frame or not. Just the other day, I shot a video for Inside the Hex, and the thing was, I put it in manual focus so it wouldn't be hunting the whole time, and that was a huge mistake because the whole frickin' video was out of focus. So I sat there and talked for an hour and a half, or an hour and 20 minutes, and then had to scrap that part of the footage and just do with the second camera that I had, which wasn't at as good of an angle. It was ridiculous. Feels good to get out here after a week of messing around, you know, doing a lot of real work, shipping the thousands of orders that we got. We're almost caught up. We'll catch up in the next couple of days. So now I can get back to work on my darn cars that are a mess. My GT3 RS is torn apart. The interior's all torn out because I'm working on the roll bar, the harness bar. And then the Corvette is undrivable because got the alignment done, but it's rubbing like crazy in the front, so I've got to probably make some adjustments. Not probably, I do have to make some adjustments on ride height because it doesn't work. The interior stuff should be here soon. So I'm gonna double time. I'm gonna work like 10 hours a day on those two cars because I really want to finish specifically the Corvette. I'm done with that thing. So I want to finish it and move it on. Move it on to the next person. I'm going to lose a bunch of money on that car, but that's okay. I can't do a giveaway with it because I don't like it, so it wouldn't do well. Plus, the vast majority of you, I know there are some of you that are Corvette lovers, but the vast majority of you guys that are watching this are not Corvette people, and so I'd sell 1,000 t-shirts, and that's just not enough. Actually, not. I guess if I did sell 1,000 t-shirts, that would be enough, but I'd sell 100 t-shirts. That would be bad. But yeah, these Titan 7 wheels are nice. Just something about them that, maybe it's because they're so inexpensive, something about them just feels off to me. They just don't feel right on this car. But they're certainly good wheels. They're nice for, you know, what they cost. They're, you know, a quality forged wheel. They, you know, the fit and finish of them is not too terrible. You know, the center caps don't really match, but there's a guy that I met at the BMW 50th anniversary thing that had, I think he got, I forget what series of center caps he got, but they work. This bottle's toast. See, this is what happens is it fails right here. Maybe when the bottle's empty, I'll finally do it. So for those of you that have a failed bottle, we should have a solution in the next couple of months. They're gonna have to make them and send them. They said it would take 2 weeks for them to solve the problem. I've been trying to figure out who are they selling them to if they don't work. Gosh, the camera always does so much better out here when the sun is not out, because then the color temp goes nutty. Pretty sure the mid pipe that I got was bent a little in shipping. Get off the darn car. So the exhaust I can't get perfectly straight, which is driving me a little nutty. But the mid pipe is the Dyna Middle Racing that I think is the best sounding mid pipe on this car. So I don't have much of a choice. So the M3 needs a little bit of perfecting, but it's a solid car. So let me finish the wheels, I'll come back to you and we'll do the washing part. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention there's a freaking cow running around. Like, scared the crap out of me. I was vacuuming the car. I think he was right in the woods here somewhere. Must be a rogue cow loose. Let's get the car rinsed. Yeah, the Cullinite's been on here for quite a while. Still holding up nicely. Car certainly looks good. You know, I've got to deal with the water spots, but unless you're in the right angle at the right light, you can't see them anyway. But man, this blue is just awesome. So I've been contemplating OEM grade repainting this car. But it should be such a stinger to spend 20 grand to paint a $40,000 car. Again, I mean, I haven't washed this in probably a month. And look, beading is legit. That's Beadmaker, Powerlock, and Cullinite. Adams shampoo. Yeah, this is the first time I'm taking the M3 anywhere since I've gotten it into any kind of car thing. So anyway, every year Adam has a open house. All the whole crew of like TJ Hunt and Dave Patterson, that dude in blue, Tommy F. Yeah, a bunch of people are going to be there. It'll be fun. I don't video those kind of things. It's not really my style. So I don't have anything to talk about on video there. And I don't do car spotting videos, so. You know, the dudes who go to every Cars and Coffee, it's just not my bag. I don't really like looking at other people's cars. I like the people, which is kind of weird. You wouldn't think I was the people person, but I like the right type of person. And so if I met you there, that's what's fun to me. And where I don't have to work at trying to figure out what to talk about. When you talk about cars, that's what we're there for. Cars or detailing or whatever. Don't judge my M3 though. Don't judge the paint. I need some work. But you know, when I thought I'd remove the water spots, and then when we saw that the water spots were still there and they came back, I'd done like a really great polishing, and the car was really dialed, and the Cullinite Powerlock was done properly, and it's holding up really well. And so I didn't want to just pull it off just to pull it off, so I've left it on the car. And then I'll just wait till it starts to contaminate and fail. And then that's when I'll go and correct everything. And I don't give a crap what people think. So if they start judging me, first of all, most normal people aren't going to know. But you know, I have a tendency that people who are looking real closely at my car are looking to catch me slipping. Got to run over to the garage. I ran out of Pearl, and plus I want to put the Eventury intake scoop back on. It was falling off. So yeah, I feel like, Black Friday did such an amazing amount of orders, and so now it's time to respond to that. So the next several months are going to be on responding to the growth. I'm really working hard to get CrossFit. If you don't know, I bought the gym, and now it's called CrossFit Dialed In. Will be to get the gym built and established, but get it out of there. It's in the other side of the building. I'm definitely going to build another packing station like what I have. I'll probably do it with Lista again. We're going to build another packing station. That way I can implement another team I could have another packing team where we could double our capacity even in a small space, but I also get the inefficiencies of having to run over to storage units. We'll probably still have to keep storage units, but if I have more storage capability at HQ, that'll buy me another year or two of expandability, if you will. But that's fun. That's a fun project to work on. That's why I shouldn't buy an SI, but I probably will, because that's what I do. But the key is, if I'm gonna do it, you have to execute. You have to do it, have to finish it. You know, and I always have things that, like this car, I want to perfect. So I always have projects that kind of get put on the back burner because of new projects, but it's kind of what keeps me motivated. Oh, yeah, I love washing this car. I already cleaned the interior. That's cleaned up. Which doesn't take long for me. And Colonite Power Lock is just such a nice combination. It's just super rewarding to wash. I mean, look how deep the paint looks. It looks like that in person too. You know, I'm always arguing about, people are always talking about, oh man, that car looks so good. Like they post pictures of their car after it's been detailed. I mean, any car can look good in photos, in the right lighting. But even in person, this thing looks, the depth and wet look of it is just awesome. I forgot to do the door jambs. Just wipe that off. They're pretty clean anyway. And then I gotta get the heck out of here. It's an hour and a half away. See, on a pressure washer, you should be able to rinse your hands off without it. Should be right on the edge of stinging. I hate this hose. Spraying some hides on the rotors. Let's just do the front here first. Since I got the camera set up, a lot of times doing the front first works better anyway. So I don't have to do the windshield twice. I'm probably gonna have to wipe the car down with O&R when I get there. So what I'll be taking my rinse bucket and O&R with me and some towels, because they'll probably get destroyed by bugs. Although it is pretty chilly out, so that might help. So with bead maker, you have to make sure that you wipe it dry. If you leave this kind of semi-dry stuff, it's not going to go well. You're gonna end up with a smeary surface. So you just have to dry it because it's cold. I also found it's a little bit chillier, like it's like in the probably low 60s right now. It doesn't dry quite as easily as if it were in the 80s. So if you don't want a smeared up looking surface, you just have to make sure you dry it. You know, like Hydrate, Ammo Hydrate actually does really well if you leave it kind of like almost as a mist. It'll actually do better than if you just kind of did that and left it. Hydrate actually does really well with that. Ammo Hydrate. Bead maker, you don't want to do that. Especially if you put as much on as I just did. I do get that question from time to time about that. And so what I would do on a day like today, I'll grab one of my big drying towels, one of these big white ones, and I'll use this to finish the wipe. So I'm essentially applying the product by putting a bunch on, applying it by using a rather wet towel, and then I'm going to come, and normally I can do it with 2 towels. Then I'll come with something big like this just to do the final wipe, especially on the bigger upper panels. But that's a remedy for you if you find that you end up having excess product left over after the fact. I wanted Ryan to come out here so we could go find that cow. What the heck is going on? It's like a loose cow just trolling the neighborhoods. Yeah, I love this car. Gonna love it even more in a second when I open the hood. You get another look at that intake. That's the main reason why I don't want to supercharge the thing. I'm getting a little too granular here, being as I'm about to drive in about 10 minutes. Okay, I'll do the top and the windows. Gosh, it's so nice to come out here and wash without sweating my butt off. It's actually a little bit chilly. And have all you guys up north, you live vicariously through me, because you can't go out and wash like I can. It's freezing cold where you are. I don't like flipping up my wiper blades if I can help it. I don't know why, because that happens. Make sure we got the product worked in here. Yeah, it's really cold. It's not wiping quite the same as it normally does. Fix that pretty easily. Yeah, and I don't know why I'm going through all this trouble. I'm gonna have to probably wipe it down when I get there anyway. Yeah, so this coming year, it's gonna be fun, man. A lot of awesome stuff to work on. Yeah, well, that's what it's about. You know, I've learned this from my coach. You know, you want things that fit your lifestyle, that fit where you're not, and this was really hard for me in the beginning to identify what I should do and what I shouldn't do. So what projects I should take on, what I should chase, what I shouldn't chase. And so I have a pretty clear vision for what that is, at least for the foreseeable future. But I'm going to stay engaged and invigorated through the whole process, because I've got some things that I'm really excited to focus on. You know, and one of those major things has been getting fit. If I get fit, I'll have more energy to chase harder, faster, stronger. You'll see what I'm talking about. And of course, I tweaked my back in week 1. So then I started thinking about, oh man, I screwed up. I shouldn't have done this, blah, blah, blah. Making up this whole backstory. So the further you get into the car, the better the application gets, because this towel gets kind of soaked down with the product. You end up with a really nice layer of new protection on top of the protection on top of the protection. It's very important that you have that much protection. Now I've got a towel for the towel and a towel for that towel. There's something about a nice low pile waffle weave on a protected, smooth, decontaminated surface. It just does so darn well. It's just one of my favorites. You know, when you get into these big, heavy, plush microfiber towels, they just push water around. I don't like them. All right, let me finish the drying, and then I guess we'll wrap this up. I'll show you the engine bay in a minute. All right, let's wrap this up. I gotta get moving. Yeah, that's legit. Just spray a little sauce on there. Wipe it up. I have just power lock on here, which should be fine. Oh yeah, I haven't been in here in a little while. Forgotten how freaking awesome it is. So, yeah, M3 will get some more love this year, this coming year, 2020. But I don't have any aspiration. I don't want to say I'm never selling it. But as of right now, I don't really have any plans to get rid of the M3 for anything else. I'm actually kind of excited to take it for a nice long drive. I haven't done in a long time. I haven't done since intake. Anyway, I'm gonna get on the road, head down to Oviedo, which is in East Orlando. I'm hanging out with some people. And I've got a employee little dinner tonight. Have to check inside the hex for that. That's the scoop. M3's clean. Alrighty, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm gonna throw some O&R in the car and head out on the road. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next Wash and Talk.